reporting to you today from sunny Lulay. It is actually a nice day. It's a bit chilly, but it's lovely and sunny.
It's
and
beautiful, isn't it?
bright.
We've had some lunch on the Avenida
Yeah, it's outside
Lulay.
in the sunshine.
Beautiful,
It's
really warm in the
gorgeous.
sun.
It's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
lovely.
Had my fizzy water. I didn't cry very much, only a little bit. So yeah, today we're going to talk to you about separate bedrooms, because this is the subject that's come up a few times lately in amongst our sort of set of girly friends. And yeah, the other night when I was out having dinner with some girlfriends, and one of them, who she'll remain nameless.
Oh, come on, name
To
her.
her, I'll whisper. I said to her, "What do you do about sex?" And she just said, "Well, we have lots of impromptu sex." I mean, this is what I wanted to talk about. How do you have sex? If you have separate bedrooms, when and how are you
easily.
going to have sex?
Quite easily.
So
Dawn.
you've
yes,
done this?
yes, I'm all up for this. Separate bedrooms. I got to be honest with you.
You're up for the sex.
So when I was with my first husband, we were together 20 years, but he was a real snorer, terrible snorer at night.
yeah.
And so for me, sex just doesn't have to be about sharing a bedroom, sharing a bed, sorry. So we had separate bedrooms. I mean,
Yeah.
not the first few years of our marriage, but maybe the last 10.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, but we were fortunate enough, we had enough bedrooms
Yeah.
for me to go and choose one to sleep in. But I just needed to get some sleep, ladies. It's not just about the sex, is it? So we'd have sex. So I used to think, oh, I'll have sex in his bed because of the wet patch.
She's got this all worked out.
Yeah, it's true.
Avoiding
then.
the
Come
wet
on,
patch.
girls, you all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't want to lay on a wet patch for the rest of the night. So I would then, we would do what we had to do, and I'd go and get into my bed.
Nice,
and I'd
clean
sleep
and
lo-
fresh.
Oh, and I sleep lovely without somebody by the side of me snoring their head off.
Twitching about,
It's all for
muttering, getting up for a wee.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, actually, because I get up for a wee quite a few times. So I think, well, I end up disturbing them by me getting up for a wee.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just much easier to have separate bedrooms, Dawn. What about you? Do you not have separate?
No, we don't.
No.
We have the same
No.
bedroom. But the problem I've got at the moment is, I'm thinking it might be an idea, because Rod does snore. Jesus,
there
he
you go,
snores
you
so
see.
much.
Yeah.
That first hour or so, 2 hours when he first goes to sleep at night, and he always goes to sleep first. So I tend to listen to an audiobook or something just to get me off, and I take a sleeping
Oh,
pill.
no. You see, that's all I
yeah.
could hear would be the snoring.
But then when he wakes,
cope with it.
he's a bit deaf. So if he wakes up and wants to put the telly on, it's like
Oh, no,
it's
it's
like
on high
tornado
volume.
coming through the wall, and I don't know if I can
Okay,
cope with that either.
all right. So why are you not in separate bedrooms then?
Maybe I need to move to another part.
Maybe
of the
you
house.
need to investigate this.
Yes.
And give it a trial
Yes.
run. You see, the thing is, I think it's different if you do need to get a few hours of good sleep, because when I was with my first husband, I was getting up early every morning. The alarm was going off at 7 because I got to get the kids to school and I'm going to work and da da da
Yeah.
da. So I needed a good night's sleep every night. I didn't want to be woken up with someone
No, you don't.
snoring
You don't.
all night.
I don't. No, the snoring is a bit of an issue, but as I say, I know I snore a bit as well. And I get up to go to the loo, so maybe it's better if we do. I don't know.
And you can have sex anywhere, can't you? It don't have to be just in the bed.
What
You can have a
sex?
little bit of sexy time in the kitchen.
Well,
or,
this is what our
well,
nameless friend was saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
over the kitchen table,
Oh,
over the sofa,
oh.
just here, there, and
Exactly.
everywhere.
Exactly. Don't have to be in the bed.
I
Dawn.
thought, what a dark horse.
Yeah, how lovely.
dark horse.
But that's right, though, isn't it? It doesn't have to be all regimented. Oh, that's it, love. What time are we going to bed? Are we going to have sex tonight? Or
Oh
are
no,
we
we know.
not? Bit
We
like
never
that.
actually say that. That's really, really bad, doesn't it? No, you just have to read the
I know.
signs, don't you? That
Yeah. But so separate bedrooms, in my mind, are brilliant if you just want to get a good night's bloody sleep. And I talk a lot in my sleep as well. So as you all know, everyone that watches this, I am single, and I've been single for 4 years. So I worry about somebody new coming into my life, and then them having to put up with me talking in my sleep.
yeah.
But I talk a lot anyway. Never mind when I'm asleep. So when I'm asleep, I carry on talking.
Yeah.
So I do worry
suppose.
about them having to put up with me talking. Am I snoring?
Yeah, there is a point there, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what other benefits do you think there would be? You wouldn't feel like you feel if you got up in the night, you could flick your light on and then you could go to the loo without having to do it in the dark. I don't mean pee in the dark, but you wouldn't stub your bloody toe.
No, well, see, the thing is, I suppose for me, because I have been on my own for 4 years,
Yeah.
in my own bed, in my own bedroom, and I got a big super king size bed all to myself, which when you're going through the menopause, all you ladies will appreciate this, that you
Oh,
can roll
God,
over onto
yeah.
the cold side, and then you can roll back again onto another cold side. So, you know, so I don't know, I'm literally dreading getting in a relationship and having to share a bed again.
We just have to make that stipulation from the start. Once the sex is over, you're out, mate.
Yeah, you're out. So you've got to make sure you've got spare bedrooms, haven't you? I don't know. Or maybe I will just look forward to sort of having a cuddle after sex and staying with them all night in the bed.
I don't think you
know.
will.
Sod that. No, I don't think I
No,
will.
no.
I don't think I will. You know.
I had a friend, Penny.
Oh, Penny.
Penny.
You're all right with this being head.
Penny. She lives in France.
Oh.
She used to talk about wanting a man to come over on a Friday night and then piss off early Saturday morning with
Yeah.
his dirty washing.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Love that.
I understand
I know.
that.
Well, that, my life's been a bit like that for 4
Yeah.
years. You know, like I've, you know, I might have had a few encounters.
What you
know.
mean, holding hands?
Yes, obviously.
Yes.
And then I've been doing the same. I've been calling him an Uber. Yeah. I mean, there are other taxi companies out there, but I've been calling him an Uber. I'm like, okay, that was lovely.
Time to
Thank you very
go.
much. But so, the Uber's 2 minutes away. Lovely, off you go.
Excellent. Yeah.
Isn't that just perfect?
Well, I suppose in an ideal world, if you're that confident, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's
can I
something we
just
should
point
think
out? It
about.
hasn't happened loads. I just want people. You know, it's not like I'm doing that every weekend, but it has been a couple of times in the
Once
4
or
years.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to get that.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
all right. I don't know. Separate bedrooms? I'm not sure. I don't know if we've reached that point yet. I remember my grandparents having separate bedrooms. My elderly grandparents. They shared the same bedroom, but they had their own beds.
Oh, they had twin beds. Yeah, a lot did that, didn't they? Yes, because I can remember my grandmother when she used to come and stay with us when we were kids. She lived up north and we were down south in the UK. And I think we had a twin. There was the spare bedroom was a twin bedroom. So her and my granddad would happily have the twin bedroom. I remember my gran used to say, "No, it's lovely having not actually being in the same bed, kicking each other and I mean, let's face it, for us women, again, going through the menopause, we get hot, don't we? When I was with my second husband, and he'd roll over close to me, he'd be like, shit, my God, you're on fire. Like, and I think it was uncomfortable for him as well.
I think it is, yeah. We have a huge, super king bed, and
Yeah.
I've got my bit, Rod's got his, and I'm on, fanning myself. I've got the fan going, or I'm huddled under the electric blanket, whatever
We
the
just all want a
menopause is
decent night's
dictating.
sleep. So whatever you've got to do to get that decent night's sleep.
Yeah.
And I have to say another one, which everybody will relate to that's had children as well. I think you've got the whole nursing of the babies as well, haven't you?
Oh, of course.
When I was with my first husband, we had the children, had babies. My husband worked long hours. He was up at 5 o'clock every morning to go to work. So I didn't want to wake him when I was getting up, breastfeeding and whatever. So I used to have a separate room that I would go into and perhaps sleep in between feeding, rather than him being disturbed.
Fair enough.
He was doing a strenuous job every day the next day, working long hours.
So you're very considerate.
Yeah. So if there's anybody out there thinking that they need a nice, considerate lady who's quite happy to kick them out at 2 o'clock in the morning, you know where to find me.
She's serious. She is serious. So separate bedrooms, something to consider. Snoring, all sorts of consideration issues.
I'm all in. I'm all in for the separate bedroom.
And then you can watch what you want to watch on the telly as well, can't you?
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't turn the bloody thing up too loud whilst I'm trying to go to sleep, or wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning as he always does, and then put the telly on whilst I'm in the next room. That would piss me off.
Oh, there you go. You see,
We'd have to have a set of rules. We'd have to have some do's and don'ts.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Do you have separate bedrooms? Or do you think that your marriage would sustain separate bedrooms, or your relationship would sustain separate bedrooms? Do you think it's a great idea, like I do? It's interesting, isn't it? It's an interesting topic, actually, to discuss, because there's lots of people, I'm obviously thinking that I would like to be in a relationship soon, actually. And we're quite nice, I think, now, at my age. And I'd probably like the thought of staying in bed all night with that person. That's a good idea. I'd like that. The idea is lovely.
But people didn't used to, did they? The Victorians had, men and women had separate, the upper classes, they had separate bedrooms. They all, men and women had separate rooms.
Yes, they did, didn't they?
Look,
You're
I think-
right. You look
yeah.
at Bridgerton, watch Bridgerton and programs like that. Yes, they were, they had
Bridgerton isn't real.
Uh-huh.
It's not
Oh,
a
isn't it?
documentary, no.
Oh.
We'll cover that another day.
Okay. What is it? Just talk about the nice men that
Anyway,
are in Bridgerton.
anyway.
Okay.
Let me know. See what you think about separate bedrooms. Be very interested. I'd like
It
to
would.
know because it's maybe something that's probably on the cards with his snoring. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And just general other bad behaviour. Farts. So
farting.
much.
Yeah,
Farts.
farting.
He wakes me up with his farting.
Yeah, and I think sometimes you just want to have a
And he
good
thinks
fart,
it's
don't you? But-
funny. It's not.
No,
Anyway.
but if you do want to have a good fart, then perhaps it is best to have your separate bedrooms so that you can just fart all night if you want.
But I still have to clean it, change the sheets in his bed.
Oh yeah, there is that. You've got 2 lots of bedding to sort out.
Sod that. I'm not changing his bed as well. And he never, Rod does not change the bed. He doesn't do the bed. He thinks it's all right to turn the duvet over or to sleep on the other side of the bed. And then he thinks,
It's
then after 3
that's
months,
rank,
you go back to
Dawn.
the other side because the other side's miraculously cleansed itself. Yeah, no.
Oh no,
No,
Rod, if
mine's-
you're watching this,
I know.
start learning. Does he not know how to use the washing machine?
He doesn't like putting duvets on. It's his least favourite job. He doesn't like changing the bed.
There we go, back to pink jobs and blue jobs, isn't it?
Yeah, something I always
Yeah,
do.
all right, might stay single.
Yeah. Anyway, we hope to hear from you all very soon.
Please
Take
let us
care.
know.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.